be the same.
Everybody welcome Tiffany onto the stage, please. Let me give you a microphone. Where's your microphone? Oh, here it is. It's all yours.
Hi. Hi, thank you. Some people promised to cheer for me, so I'd feel more secure when I got here. Thank you. I want to introduce you to a hero or two of mine. You've met one. We've spoken with him a lot this weekend, but I really want you to meet another. This is my hero. This woman, without her, I wouldn't be here right now. She's an exquisite being, and she deserves every bit of worthiness and honor and accolade that I can offer her, because in that place that seemed so insurmountable, so big and so hard to get out of, she believed that something else was possible for us. She got up and did what I do every day, looking like that, though, not knowing what was possible. I wake up now and it's easy. I see the rewards. She did it when there were no rewards yet to be seen on the outside. And I know it's really easy sometimes to look back and think, oh, how could I have let that happen? But what we learn with the Gabriel method, and what really set me free, was to understand she was doing her very best to keep me safe and to keep me alive. And all I had to do was reframe what safety looked like, to ease her into a place where this is safe and this is okay. That's all I had to do. I know how to do dieting. I know how to do weighing and measuring and restriction and restraint. I actually lost 62 kilos that way. And when I got to my goal, I couldn't stay there. My body was in extreme distress. I couldn't stop eating. It would have been as easy, like John says, it would have been as easy to tell me to sleep less than to eat less. I was out of control and regaining weight, and people were looking to me to be that one person who was going to keep the weight off, and I couldn't do it. And so it was a relief that I found myself pregnant with twins, because I had an excuse. I could tuck myself away again and be released from that pressure that I couldn't sustain. And that's when I started to really regain the weight. And by the time the twins were 3 months old, I had regained more than 40 kilos, and it was rapidly coming back. And I found myself falling back into that pit that I talk about in the video. I couldn't bear it. But I knew I couldn't do what I did before, because it was unsustainable. And I needed to find something different, and that's when I came across John Gabriel.
Sorry. I'm just going to be back here for a minute.
I finally had it. I knew as soon as I saw his pictures, as soon as I read his story, I knew that he had the missing links that I hadn't figured out. And so I began another journey. I remember vividly laying down for the first time and listening to that first nightly meditation. The twins were settled. I was going to get a couple of hours sleep. And to hear that finally I was safe in the world, safe to be seen, and that nobody was going to cross the line anymore. I was safe. There was a switch that turned, and I believed it. And there were a lot of things going on in my life where I wasn't actually safe. It wasn't just a belief, it was a reality. So not only did I did I change the beliefs? I was empowered to make the changes necessary in my life to actually get safe. This is the thing. We're not just here to lose weight. You can't transform just your size. This is a whole inner transformation. What you're seeing on the outside is nothing compared to what's happened on the inside for me. It was like I was in a box. I was living up to the expectations of a lot of people who cared about me very much and had a very clear idea what my life should look like. And I just didn't fit the box. I didn't fit the box, but I didn't have the courage to step out of it until I started to listen to the nightly meditations and believe that if I step out of this box, maybe I will be safe. And it became true. So when I began this journey, I was a sole parent of 5 children aged 6 and under with 4-month-old twins. I was studying my master's, doing a master's in narrative therapy, and I started with the Gabriel method. And it sustained me through a lot of things, actually. Shall I show the genes? Now, Inga doesn't believe, she thinks this is Photoshop. So, here's the proof. You're going to hold them out.
Wow.
I can actually fit in one half, but I'm not really dressed for it today, so we'll skip that bit.
We'll do that another time.
Yeah, we'll do that another time. Do you want to take them back? Thank you. People were asking yesterday about letting go of dieting, and I have to say that was one of my hardest things. I felt a little bit rebellious, actually. I used to say in my head, okay, John, I'm doing all of this work, but I can't let go of the diet. I can't let it go. I did a lot of work. I did the visualizations. I worked on my digestion. I worked on the head work and the heart work necessary to break free from a lot of things. But I couldn't quite let go of weighing and measuring. I thought, no, I'm not trustworthy. I'm not trustworthy. I can't do that yet. But the magic truly started to happen when I let go of that. Because sometimes your only mode of transportation is a leap of faith. And that's what it took for me. I let go. And that's when it became effortless. That's when my body finally said, oh, we're not in famine anymore. There's enough. There is enough. I have enough. I am enough. Okay, let's do this. That's when it became effortless. That's when I stepped aside and my body did what it needed to do. And I'm here now.
Isn't she amazing? Thanks very much, Cynthia. Okay. Where do you go from there? Anyway. Okay. I want to talk. We did a nice visualization with digestion this morning, and I want to talk about really what I want to talk about digestion. But really, when I'm talking about digestion, I'm talking about vitality. And we're talking more and more about vitality in different ways, because in the next class, we're going to talk about life force vitality. We've been doing this Qigong to get life force, different ways of energizing your body, eating more nourishing foods, learning how to get your cells to regenerate themselves. One of the best ways to get overall health and vitality is with your digestion. And as we're going to discover in this class, for almost all of us, we have very, very serious digestion problems. And when you really understand